G'day everyone, back with some more Dragon's Dogma Arisen. Here on our fighter alt account. Finally remembered to remove Dazzle Blast from our skills, from our pawn's skills. And where were we? Okay. First thing we're going to do is take a hop, skip and jump over through here to Soulflare Canyon. We also picked up Nameless Terror, so when night comes along we'll knock those silly little assassins over. Debating which, yeah, this is the best way to go, probably. Wait a minute, can I think of it? That is... I knew I was forgetting something. I need to give her the Worm King's ring. I think I have a Worm King's ring. Probably. Oh, guess I don't. Yes. Strange, because it's one I gifted myself one. C'est la vie. We will get one next set of main quests we do. I think we just have Griffin's Bane to do before that. Just a leisurely trip along the road. Since the last stream I've been on my main account, trying desperately, just scouring every bloody inch of the map, trying to figure out how to get the third Grunty's travel star, and it just won't budge. I'm starting to become more and more convinced that it may just be something that you can't get on one account and you have to have certain flags triggered from rents, but I don't know. Because I do think there's been a couple people that's been documented that did get from fresh pawns to 3-star knowledge without any rents playing offline. Unfortunately, one of said people streamed on Twitch, and about going on 3 years ago, and unfortunately I wasn't privy to them doing this until after the fact, and Twitch had already done their nonsense where they deleted the archive, so that is lost to time because unfortunately you didn't do the save to highlight or whatever you do on Twitch so they don't delete it. Which really is a shame. Okay, I hear him, but I don't see him. How did you... Now why did... lost. Ah, he got his food. He's gone. Oh, maybe he's coming back for some more. Doesn't look like it. Typically when they actually grab an ox and fly away, it's over. It can just be so tricky to actually get to them in time without being ranged. Was not. But yeah, there were like two blokes that did really extensive research into the Grancius travel knowledge styles. And like I said, the one did the stream on Twitch where he took 2 fresh forms and went and got them all. Of course, that being said, it was pawns that he had rented. So it wasn't his own pawn, and my own pawn is the one that's stuck it to. So that may lend credence to the have to have some rents to get some of it. Which, once these accounts get high enough level, where I can actually rent my own pawn, since she's at level 200. I don't want doing that. Also, I need to fix this back up. What's I doing with that? Here's the flower. There we are. What was I saying? Yeah, once these accounts get high enough level to rent out, perhaps we'll see. But anyway, besides the Twitch guy, there was someone that did a video on YouTube about it. Unfortunately, it's in Russian, so unless you speak Russian, you won't really be able to understand what he's saying. And he doesn't go through and actually show all of the locations as he's talking about them. A lot of the times he'll just go to the map and he'll trace something out and he'll be explaining it in Russian, but like I said, so if you don't know what he's saying, it can be difficult to ascertain what exactly he's tracing over on the map. And then sometimes he just goes and shows the places, so unsure what led to that decision to show some of them and not all of them, but nonetheless, it could be helpful. Like, for example, is it this one over here? Yes, right here. This is a little spot, this little trigger, this lantern comment. If you'll recall, I specifically got the same comment right about here, up there. Those are the only 2 places on this entire map that I've seen that particular comment. Now, the question is, does this comment count for both places, or do you have to get it in both places to get the 3rd star? Who bloody knows? I've not... that's one of the parts of the game that I've not got a lot of research in. Most of mine was in pawn raising and the like quick cast sorcerers and debilitation rangers and striders, specifically rangers really. See, that commission somehow missed that little gobbo. I don't get it. I don't get it. Let's get back to the road. I must have. Oh, there he is. How you doing, laddie? Not so well, it seems. Instantly back here is another flag where they comment on. Do you mind? Right here, there are tools scattered about, miners kit from the recovery. That's one of the flags. Supposedly, there's about 40 specific of the flags. Well, I've heard different numbers. Early on, people said that there were about 40 specific flags that it took to get the 3-star knowledge. I think that's a bunch of bollocks. I think it's a lot higher than that. Because, actually, come to think of it, the one that did the Twitch stream years ago, he claimed, or he had found that it was more 161 to 166, somewhere in that vicinity to get 3-star knowledge, which sounds a lot more accurate to me. Because, let's see, history, adventure log, travels, locations discovered. So I'm at 133 right now. Now, a big section of those are going to be in Big Black Isle and in the post-game Everfall, because each chamber in there counts as a location. Once that's done, once you've scouted out all the locations, it should be, I think it's 179? Something around there. That being said, those are locations total, as opposed to, which includes places that are in their own instances, like say you go into Grand Soren. There are different areas in Grand Soren. There's the Aqueduct, there's the Vinery, there's the Noble District, or the Everfall, of course, that count as their own locations. Blue Moon Tower up here, for example, would count as its own location, which do not count for travel knowledge for the Grand Sis itself. Travel stuff, but so those don't even correspond one-to-one, unfortunately. It's all quite tricky, but essentially the best anyone's figured, there are just certain spots. Wolves here. That's odd. Normally they don't travel this far. There's just certain location triggers that you need to get. Well, there's a big lad. Absolute unit. Seeker's token? No. Another. Do I hear 4? Yeah, the minus kit comments, one of them. The Landon comments, another. The what a large tree, and followed up by, which was even larger up close. Those are ones in the Barter Crags, in the Miasmic Haunt down here. There's the Fireflies comment, the infamous Fireflies comment, which, contrary to popular belief, you do not have to be in nighttime for them to make it. Interestingly enough. However, they may have to have witnessed the marsh at night time before they will make the comment eventually. I wouldn't swear to that, but I do know, because I was literally up there doing the daytime just the other day, and they made the comment. And then there's a stick to the shallows comment over there, as well as one more that's escaping me. There's like 3 or 4 comments over there that count. There are actually quite a few comments along this riverbank right here. There's one on the wharf there, and then there's a couple talking about trinkets. There's more than one trinket comment as you're walking along there, and then there's one about sticking to the shallows lest you elude the brine. And then when you're going up the hill right here is where you get the cast an eye below to see if anything's washed up, that I was trying to showcase the other day, but I was going across the bridge mistakenly instead of right here before it. And of course there's going into the storage shed down there. There's a couple of comments about that. Right here's another one. The monsters that lurk here keep the path full but deserted. Other obvious flags are discovering certain grants at specific locations like Prayer Falls, the Beast Cave, the Nameless Falls, which are roughly here. Yeah, that seems to be where they are. Because there's the little embankment where some lizardmen are. You walk up and then there's the wolves, and there's the abandoned campsite right there, and it's right next to the falls. Then of course the miner's hut, the collapsed meeting room, the storage shed, Stones of Courage, the mountain cottage, Cape Pack Forge down here, which should be marked on the map, but for some reason isn't. Cobalt Coast, Mount Swallowing Falls, Watergoods Altar. Yeah, these and marking out Lake Hardship. This should be appearing on the map as well, so I need to go back and thoroughly walk around it until it actually labels it on the map. But Night Court Crevasse, and then Caverns of Delusion, and then Bloodwater Beach, and then specifically the unmarked cave with the Lone Flower are all very important as well. So those are some obvious flags some people may be missing. Particularly that Lone Flower Cave, because there's also a comment before you jump across the ledge. I guess I could go down to the area and show that, but hopefully I remember to do so after we finish here. Actually, I'm pretty sure I've already showed it on this character, because I remember we had to go from this end to get to that ledge, as opposed to just coming up through here and double jumping or levitating up, because fighter lol. We don't have all the fancy mobility. Campsite over there. There's actually comments There's actually a comment nearby here where the pawns mention certain monsters can hide in abandoned tents, but I can't remember the exact spot. See, it's also difficult because some of them trigger just in a general area, but others you have to really stand on a very specific spot for them to speak up. Seems there's abandoned here. And here are the nameless falls. Right there. Which, as I went over before, it's silly because nameless falls is their name. Guess you have to get down there right on it for it to actually properly mark on your map. There's one. I'll see a lot of this just involves walking slowly so your pawns can, and zigzagging over the area so you hit as many little spots of the ground as possible, because again, some of these lines can be just super finicky about where you're standing to get them to acknowledge the location. And sometimes, even if you're standing right on the bloody spot, they won't say anything. So you might just have to wait a little while. And they may never even say anything, but nonetheless get the knowledge. So, travel knowledge can really be a bugaboo if you're really intent on getting that third star. Now, ultimately, it doesn't really matter because it's not like there's really a difference between the way the pawn behaves at 2 star grants its knowledge and 3. That's 1, but that one always triggers when you get to right about here. Two for 1. Ooh, you've learned a beast. Was that kill count or... That was indeed kill count. Nice. I didn't realize I had killed so many of them, but one of them ran away. Where did he go? Now see, how did that hit? I wonder. Let's go over here and see if we can't get this bloody waterfall to appear in the map. Also a reminder that the next splashy spot along this bank is where you get the snakeskin pairs to turn in at the Smith. See, there's the shallows comment again. Really do wonder if just hearing that comment at all is enough, or you have to hear it in multiple places. Yeah, that one right there. Snakeskin Pierce. Alright, you don't have any ice spells. Okay, that was... an impressive miss. It really is a shame Fractured Art is stuck at such a fixed distance. That's the entire reason the pawns can miss it. But generally there's no such issue against large enemies, which are arguably what it's best at. Ideally you'd want them just to use Downpour Volley on mob enemies, but I'm not insane, right? This does get marked on your map. Maybe you have to walk up to it this way. It's one of the medals for the Beyond a Different Sky quest will be right here. So you have to very gingerly make that drop like I just did. And it should drop us over... Huh. That's bizarre. Normally it drops you over towards the Lizardman down bottom. This is the... Huh. It's still not marked on the bloody map. No worries, we'll... There's another comment, by the way. Item swept upstream. More sulfur lizardmen. Don't have time to play with you. We have some lady bandits to deal with. Take up the archer first. Mage. Easy enough. So if you recall, normally up here there will be an armored Cyclops with some more lady bandits. However, are they there? Oh, what's this? Did she bring you bag of marshmallows? I hope so. The lady bandits are still here, by the way, but the Cyclops will be missing. Little cutscene that shows you some mysterious beastie flying away. See, the giant footprint comment doesn't really make sense when the Cyclops isn't here anymore. Silly goose. Will the Chimera be alive, or did we already kill it recently? Can't quite remember. Oh, no, it's over there. That's a remarkably long time for him to notice us. That was weird. Did you really just miss 3 times? How embarrassing. It's alright, Naren saw. Naren watches me. But nonetheless, you'll know what you did. Let's see this treasure chest over here. So far. Oh, interesting. So normally it contains the Grand Soren's shield, which is the little shield that the guardsmen in Grand Soren have. You might have guessed from the name. But apparently it can also contain this Tight Kincaid, which is the base model for the old mace. The old mace is just a permanently enchanted Tight Kincaid. Isn't that fun? Fun. Going the wrong way. We need to go over here to enter Soulflare Canyon. For them to have spotted him that quickly. Oh, there was one right there. Hidden in the bush. There's treasure chests down there that can contain a couple of headgear. Which isn't the worst looking stuff. At least when you're outdoors, because when you're indoors, like in Grand Soren, when you're in a rest place, you'll have the mask down and it looks a bit silly, but in combat with the mask up, it's not a terrible looking piece of headgear. Obviously it still covers your face, but yes, just a little cutscene that shows you where the gargoyle is. Bugger all, why do I do things? Go on, lass. Or not. What do I do things? Right. Oh, I guess she lands. Now where'd you lasses go? Come from? Words. Where's your heart? It's like there was like 3 different sentences I was trying to say at the same bloody time. I just fixed that too. Huh. I was not aware that's AoE. How about that? Okay, all 3 of you are ranged. Why are they not dead yet? Use your bars, love. Come on. It's the ladder. They always get a bit wonky with the ladders. Now, reminder that this is a great place to get really good loot pre-dragon. Arguably, it's the best loot you can get pre-dragon. I think would be fine. You really slide down that hill when you... Could you get it away from me? Thank you. You may die now. This can contain Coloured Ball or Malignance, both Thunder Enchanted. Speaking of Thunder, where did the other Phantasm go? They're bad to kind of go through the ground and end up down there. Well, a gift from one of those harpies, I reckon. A bag of gold. Actually, one of you bonny lasses didn't fall. Oh. No, it was. More money. So you're not going to release those focus bolts. I wonder about you. Easy enough. Now these can contain the Raptor's quizzes, which are the boots that are worn on the Vacation Change screen for Magic Archers. They're just quite rare. Where did it go? Also, this gargoyle has a health bar for some bloody reason. I don't think it's particularly stronger or any different at all than regular gargoyles are. Oh, you plays trash. Okay. There are 3 tiers of the those particular quizzes. There's the Raptor quizzes, the Royal quizzes, which are red and like trimmed in gold, and the Holy quizzes, which are found in the Everfall and are only in the Everfall. I'm pretty sure you can't get those. Yeah, you can't get those in Bitter Black, unfortunately. There's something dying. 308. What would that even be? 308. Snow harpies and the like. Incidentally, kunai daggers can be gotten from here. They're fairly rare though. Well, there you go. Get you an RK. You can get the Animistic Robe or Masters. I think it's Masters Merrill Magic Bar from there. These gathering spots can give you some alchemical vest or alchemical leggings. Arisen specifically. Well, there we go. I wish games would always be so lenient towards showing what I'm actually talking about at the time. This always contains Triple Tooth, which is a quite strong warhammer. It's heavy as all get out though, so to be prepared for that. Sacred Stuff now. And this chest up here can contain a Graphic Cloak, which seems like a lot of people quite like the look of, but I feel like it's rarely used nonetheless. Crown's Hood, where did you even get that? A bunch of loot goblins, I swear. Also, I can't remember. I don't think we've really been. Okay, we haven't. We haven't been to Busy Black enough to pick up the quest to turn the regular Cyclops on that land bridge into a Gore Cyclops. This can contain a bastard sword, which is probably the strongest physical sword available pre-dragon. It's between it and the closed Kincaida. I can't remember which one's stronger. Actually, I take that back. The Silver Rapier, the Mercedes can give you, if you don't. Also, here's the Pilgrim's Charm for Volmera. The Silver Rapier that Mercedes can give you is the strongest sword pre-dragon. How did I miss that one and hit the one behind her? Riddle me that, Batman. Come on. Why do you have to be so high? Come on, Mouse. Come on. If you're quick enough, you can actually grab them back when you break loose of them. Also, a reminder, Renard's father's journals. There's another one there. Now we're going to exit the cave and come back in because pawn knowledge. You get pawn knowledge from entering both ways for this place. All these pawns already have it, of course, but doesn't hurt to actually show things. Since we're here and it's night, I think we'll go ahead. Those are hobgoblins dying, isn't it? The funny thing is, normally doing this should still sark you and put out your lantern, but they apparently tied in all debilitations together in a way. So at night, when the fireflies neutralize the poison, now the marsh just doesn't debilitate you at all. I am correct that we have 4 more. Also during the day it's a decent place to get pawn knowledge for hobgoblins, showing that they can be blinded and poisoned and all sorts of that stuff, since the marsh will do just that to them. So that's all of them. I thought there was a Yeah, there it is. There it is. Also, you do have to be careful about fighting these buggers in the water since they're electrically charged. So they can really zap you up. The devs knew this, and that's why nearly every time you fight the bloody things, it's in the water. Also, I suppose, since we're here, we go down and show the marsh. Okay, Mr. Kumura, where are you? You see, this one noticed us right away. Don't go sleepy by me. She must be resistant to sleep, but not immune. Yeah. 75%. The hesitating and waiting around the ponds do. A lot of that is just because their bestiary knowledge isn't complete. Once they get to 3 stars, they're a lot more confident in engaging the enemy. There's the comments. Slow going through the marches. That's one of them. The flags. The other is the Firefly comment, which is over there around that boulder. If we can get there. What were you throwing at him? We need to area the sun's rising. Okay. Interesting that the ambush quest didn't trigger. There's a comment. Maybe it's the other side. Yeah, around here should be where they make the fireflies comment. Yeah, right there. Take note of where we are. Right here on the southeastern part of the horns. There's another one. And then on the other side of the shore, there's another one talking about keeping to the shallows and the like. One thing I wish, notice there's this boat right here that you can just jump and go across without getting in the water. Yeah, it's officially daytime now. Speaking of daytime, there should be sulfur lizardmen on the island over there, as well as 3 in the woods here. So, everyone else saw that, right? Those turkeys just vanished. Normally you actually fight them. I don't know what's up with that. But okay. Let's go back to the canyon and finish out our quest. Barker-roll. That's funny, I thought one of the bombs would have snapped that already. They seem pretty finicky on whether they're going to jump over the ropes or just walk through them without a care. More snow harpies. I suppose we could take them out. Come on. Just. Now, I see you over there. What are you doing? Weird bird. Weird bird. Okay, so I'm going to make sure and save before doing this because this is such an easy spot for one of your pawns just to get walloped off the bridge. In fact, that's why I kind of like to lure the buggers more towards in here when fighting them. Why are you buffing us with holy? Of course we have these quick lightning spells, so he shouldn't be doing much walloping. It's more when they go Cyclops here that's the issue. Or if you run through here at an earlier level, trying to get loot. Which, to be fair, wouldn't exactly discourage doing if you like to loot goblin it up. Okay, there's one. Good lass. How did... Are you lost? This can contain the lion padding. Which I'm not exactly the highest on. The goal with the regular lion padding is it's the more common version of the chest piece that Junko is wearing. This is the golden lion pattern. This can contain a fluted bar or evil eye strategy or a plain longbow, which is stronger than the reinforced longbow because I think there was a bit of a boo-boo in the translation or something that they got the names swapped, because it doesn't make any sense that a plain longbow would be significantly stronger than a reinforced one. Over here is where you're supposed to fight the gargoyle, but sometimes he goes walkabout down there where you're fighting the phantasms. Here are these 10 parcels from the confidential letter. Steel beak, which is probably the strongest mace you can get for your dragon. Physical mace at least. Although I don't think there are any. No, there are. There's the Font of Fire. We did get enough parcels, right? Also about the reminder that you can get the rewards for this quest twice by forging the letter, but since we're streaming just to save time, I'm just going to duplicate it that way instead of going and forging it. So you don't have to waste time watching me go to the end and rest twice. It's typically... or maybe this isn't the spot. Right, this dumps us out back here. And going the other way, it goes to the entrance, the other entrance. Alright. See if the raptor quizzes are in here. I don't know why I keep stopping them, it doesn't matter. Madeline should have the raptor quizzes, I believe, since we gave her a gold idol. Speaking of... oh. Huh. Were you lost? How did that happen? Did I actually collect what was in the chest up here, or do we have another whack at the Griffith Clark? Oh, bugger. I think my nose just about shot off for that one. Aha! Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Well, there's the Griffith Cloak. You can take it or leave it. Big long feather cape. Well, not to be confused with what's actually called the feather cape, which is like feathers on the shoulder and then like a piece of hide. I don't know. It's more kind of the harpy cloak with the way it's made of feathers. You're still stuck over there, I see. How embarrassing for you. Huh. So much for them. Hold on. Let me think. If you're curious about the big red circle, that's because of this quest. I'm actually unsure why. I'm actually unsure why that one's so. Oh, did we already do this part of the ambush? Because this is the initial part, the one right here. Then you go here, then in the Moonsbit Pass, and then around this little bend right there, and then lastly right before Cassidy's. Maybe we did already do that part. If we did, it was by accident, because I don't recall doing it. I did just go through these quests on my main account again though, so I could be getting things rearranged. Let's go ahead and send this junk in. Well, we'll have to wait till night. Harv's board's still clean. Alright, we'll go to Cassidy's and actually, there's Carvibog, there's the lightning sword. He should have. There's the ground sword and shield. He should have. Okay. Reinforced longbow. Yeah, it looks reinforced. Does he have the plain longbow? No. Bugger. The plain longbow actually does look plain. So even the models are mixed up. Which may mean it's on JP's side that they made the mistake as opposed to it being a mistranslation. Adventurer's Cloak. It's a good stand-in for this armor set look until you get the Dragon Knight Cloak. Oh, here's the regular feathers cape. See, it's just some feathers on the shoulder, but then it's like a piece of hide hanging down. Then the dignified cape is a more lighter blue version of it. I'm actually not overly fond of these knight's mantles, this particular style of cape. I don't particularly care for them, personally. Okay, let's go check Macklin. Oh, first off, we have some stuff to turn in. Over here.
そういうのこりゃ。お、じゃあ。
Now we'll go down to Madeline. Show you the rapture quizzes. Although I suppose it could have just showed you the vocation Jane screen. She may not even have them available just yet. She should though. Because we're in stage 5. Speaking of kunai, the interesting thing about dark element weapons is that they have a chance of super critting and doing 10 times damage. So that's pretty nice. It doesn't quite make up for the fact that most things in the game are resistant to dark though. But nonetheless. There's the alchemic vest, it's just colour swapped. Blizzard vest. The flutter padding is very similar to the Lion's padding. It's just with the waist part added essentially is the difference. It's good old novice coat. Chemical Arisen is, if you can see the back of her legs there, it's just red. There's the rapture quizzes. Alchemical Clerk being the oh sorry Bob Nails. Won't change equipment just yet. And these worthless rings. The Alchemical Clerk is the non-tattered version of the tattered mantle, which is Simon's coat. And also a really nice cape when fully upgraded because it provides loads of debilitation resists. Couple it up with the ancient circlet and you got a whole heaping chunk of debilitation resistances, even not taking into account the rest of your armor set. I need to make myself lighter. Darkness oil. Alright, we'll keep the Pilgrim's Charm because we have to turn that in to Volmero so he can go walk about. Like a roll. Silver Idol. Don't need that to have the gold one. Glad she's not an archer, she'd be wasting those blast arrows. She sure picks stuff up. Okay. Daylight. You get this from completely nameless terror, by the way. Okay, so we'll go down to Cassidy's. Get rid of Olmero. And then I'll go show you the Lone Player Cave again, even though I'm pretty sure I've already done so. I should take us to bed night time and then we'll try to knock over the Nameless Terror side quest. That's embarrassing. Alright, now get out of here. Expects to be a bit bad adventurer and he can't even carry his own luggage. I swear. You just know he went off and died. Probably made it to about that rock right there. And collapsed into a bloody heap. You just know. Alright, that took us right back to morning anyway. No worries. It's a nice bright day. It's a lot easier to tell what time of day it is now, but it's nice and sunny. Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever seen it not be bright and sunny after turning in that quest. What if it's fixed weather? Or, speaking of flags, one easily missable or knowledge flag is right here. There we are. It's basically your signal that you can go around here and find the gold bags and that, interestingly enough, do not respawn. But yet this one does. And once another areas do. Then unsure what's causes the discrepancy there. Demon's Peria. That one, that's a line that's said in quite a few places all across the map, which leads me to believe it's not one of the important ones. That one's another one. I feel like the generic lines like that are the ones that are in several areas. So even that one, there's literally two parts of this same beach where they say that line. I would wager that they're not important lines for the knowledge trigger. And it's the ones that are in one, especially the ones that are in only one area. Or maybe a couple that are the important ones. Well, an attempt was made. Apparently some people have difficulties getting them to say that one, even though they pretty much say it every time you get there right back there. It's very strange. Is it though? Is it really? Aha. Funny thing is, I'm pretty sure I checked this just recently, but... Well, that's just annoying. Snow harpies, come on. Oh well. It's not like those exactly rare. Pick up the pace a little. Still we get to these wolves. Yeah, puppy. Where are you? I'd like to think I timed that correctly and he just missed, but guess we'll never know. Because again, he missed. There aren't any more hidden over here. See, that's what I thought. Clumsy. Oh, flower died on us again. Bugger. We can't have that. Huh. Next time it dies on us, I'm actually going to check. I've never actually checked this to whether the flower works, whether it's in my inventory or one of the pawns. You're just having a rough time over today, aren't you, love? Missing the Chimera with the brain split 3 times in a row. Now getting smacked by the rock. In her defense, it's been a while since I played on that account. So. Did you see the coward running away? "60 levels ago, you couldn't help but run towards us. You all gung-ho then. What happened?" Considering that was a one-shot, I'm not entirely certain whether I nicked him with the Dragon's Maw or not. I lean towards no, considering he ran away, as opposed to was flung away. Jinkar Rifle, what are you doing all the way over there? See, once they actually start attacking, they just fall like bloody weeds. I'm not even in the forest yet. Recently, there's at least one dialogue flag down there, towards the beach, but I've only ever gotten like one comment, and I feel like there's supposed to be more than one, but I don't know. Cheeky timing is what that was. Get out of here. Okay. You're embarrassing yourself. Stop it. What did she just use? Lots of comments here at this falls. Not least of which is the dock down at the back. That's easy to miss. Incidentally, there's just a ramp right over there to get it if you're down at the beach. But right here is the dock. At the tip of this part over here, there will be a fairy stone. In case you keep forgetting to pick up the eternal one from your box. Silly goose. Not that I would ever do something like that. No, never. Never, never. Yeah, this is a little area where they comment about the anchorage. Easily missable. Thought there was another ledge a little further over there, but I guess this is closest that you'll find. See, there are ways down without splatting entirely. Of course, there's also just a ramp over there as well. Well, what's the fun in that? We do need to go up here and kill these lizardmen because we have a quest for them. Wonder if the griffin pop up today. I see one, but come on down here. Suppose I should. Ah, you're leaving, aren't you? Yeah. Must have got him a gallbar up there. Because I don't think it's gallbars in the oxen, which they get lured by, as far as I can tell. I don't think like lizardmen strike their fancy. How did that miss? Are you? Huh. I have a bit of a Mandela effect when it comes to around here because I swear that I've seen Pawn's comments about there seems to be a split in the rock that you can go through there, or at least you can continue forward here, which hints at Michael Crevasse in here. But for the life of me, I have not gotten that comment in a very, very long time, if it even existed in the first place. And there is a comment, at least one comment they'll make in here, but it's very finicky to get them to actually do it. Nonetheless, this is an area they need to see for travel knowledge. How far are we? 7. We could go up there and get those, but we already have such a long trip to make over here to Conqueror's Sanctuary. Sure. I guess we'll turn up and go once I find a way up. just 7, and there's a Chimera up there. It's good EXP. Boy, he blended in with that bush very well. We made it to 7. What's the difficult part of getting 3-star Vestry knowledge? Or for Chimera is killing the lion head while the goat's still alive. Because there's different behaviour in that regard. But considering the lion has most of the health bar and how much damage the goat takes from physical attacks, it can be quite tricky. Pawn's commenting about different climates seems to imply to me that the map is supposed to appear. The distances between things are a lot bigger than what it feels and looks like for us, because there's just not enough distance from like here to even all the way out here that there'd be an appreciable different level of climate difference. So I think it's one of those grain of salt kind of things where the implication is this place is a lot bigger than in practice what we actually play through. A lot of it may come down to just because the map was supposed to be like double or rather triple or even quadruple the size of what we ended up with. And that would that would be more reasonable for the climate change, to the different climate comments with the changed map from what we actually ended up with. Changed map, not climate change. Bloody hell. Just a lone candle up there. At one point in the development, we were even supposed to go to the moon. I'm not exactly certain how they would have worked that out, but it would certainly have been something. Where's the hobgoblin? Because this is a regular one. There he is. I do enjoy watching things go flying when a ranger just shoots them with one arrow. They just go flying away. It's quite amusing. What's haste? That's a torpor cure, isn't it? Be neat if it temporarily made you move like you were under the effects of Gale Harness. Gale Harness being I'm not sure I showed it off when I did my assassin playthrough a while back. But Gale Harness is an assassin ability that doubles your movement and action speed. Temporarily. It's really handy for sprinting over super long distances or climbing up in 1,000 kissing an enemy to death. Thanks to it, it makes the assassin have comparable climbing abilities to a strider. Difference is, of course, that the strider can do it all the time, whereas the assassin can only come close to matching while the ability is in effect. Which I suppose is sort of similar to immolation with magic archers. Reminder, this spot can contain a wake stone shard. Sometimes. It's kind of finicky like other wake stone shard areas where they don't always spawn. I believe it has something to do with whether you already have a shard on you or not. I mentioned the adventurer's cloak earlier. Well, this is a place where you can get it. You can also get it in the Everfall Barrel Hound. Pretty sure this is the chest that can contain it. But you can also get it in the Everfall. We need to hurry. Sun's starting to set, and we have to turn in quest at Fatal, as well as take care of some assassins. I want to go kill that golem, but we're on a time limit, so probably shouldn't. Incidentally, there's... if I can remember where it is, there's a mistakenly misplaced... okay, this is my theory thing. I feel like this comment is misplaced somewhere around here, where the pawn will comment about hidden caverns and the like. Right here. This is one of the triggers. So take note of where it is. It's exactly east of the east and slightly north of the Conqueror's Sanctuary marking. This is one of the flags for the 3-star knowledge. So I understand why this isn't appearing. The Nameless Falls. Or Cape Packforge. I feel like it's a comment that should be made. Huh. Well, it is the same comment that was made towards the Cavern of Delusions. I feel like towards this Noonflower Cave, or Loneflower Cave rather. No, it is the Noonflower Cave. Long live the king. It should be a little closer to it, as opposed to all the way over there, where there's no cave nearby. But alright, let's get down here. And it's officially night time. Okay. So reminder, you can get Mama's Way at a gathering spot down there. So you need to let the pawns comment about the running. Yeah. Seeker's token you can get from there. Here's the Noonflower. And don't fall here, you actually have to jump across. Going in this unmarked cave. It's unmarked, it's not even on the map. Notice how they're not commenting anything here, despite this being one of the flags. It is interesting. But okay, let's zoom back to Grand Soren. turn this stuff in. I guess run over to the ancient quarry, because I still feel like it's strange that this isn't the circle. I swear I don't remember doing that part of the quest already, but... Huh. Being watched with this lad over here. If you just walk past him, he'll actually run in front of you and interrupt you, telling you all this nonsense. So there we go. Lots of EXP and rewards. But when you go over here, make sure to go around that guard over there. And then wait for Fatal to just finally waddle his tush over here for us to turn in the letter again. See, after this is turned in, pretty sure side quest wise all we have left are the 2 keener side quests. So, well, fighting the assassins of course. So I reckon we'll finish those off and then call it a stream. Can't quite see who... Yeah, there he is. Couldn't quite see who came out the door because of the glare from the torch over there. And you have to let the rascal get entirely stalked before you can speak to him. And there we are. Stole a level. Let's get out of here. She seems happier than even I expected. What was that about? What is our comments? Alright, let's put your running shoes on. Let's go ahead and get our lantern out. Well, if I can actually press the bloody button. Alright. To the ancient quarry. We'll ignore the undead that start popping out. The guards can handle them, probably. Perhaps. Must be on a strict timer. Although if we do have one less encounter to take out, because we'd have to go up here, not quite to the old garrison, roughly about there. Then that does save us a little bit of time. If you're still needing numbers of undead warriors, there's like 5 in there at night. So it's a good spot to get a chunk of those. Alright, that was all of them. Huh, interesting. It's not actually telling us. Getting distracted again. So should be next up is Nocturne. Really? Who's along Moonsbit Pass? Some people have difficulty finding him for some reason, even because there's a couple different spots he can spawn along it. The reason I say for some reason is because as long as you go through the entire pass, you're going to go past all of the spawn points. So I don't understand how people are not finding it. Seems so. It's interesting to see them miss one of them when they're standing that close together. No, normally it's pretty easy to get both of them. Right, here's one of the spawn spots. Yep, there he is. Interesting that the harpies are here as opposed to all the skellies. But maybe it doesn't change the skellies until post-game. No, it's not right. He didn't even introduce himself, did he? Darkness.
気をつけましょう。いつまたどこで襲ってくるのか気が抜けなくなりました。このような場所は敵を待ち伏せるには好都合です。道が分かれていますね。全員やれ。偽装した敵です。面倒な相手は私が立ちます。急降下の攻撃には注意です。落ちろ。やりました。
The other spots that darkness can spawn is up here on this little harpy hill.
こう曲がりくねっていると道の先に何がいるか。
I almost think it's kind of like in this case where he didn't actually say anything. Oh no.
ハーピーの声は危険です。どうやら炎が苦手なようです。
I think it's so specifically right over here he can spawn, but he can also spawn on the other side, towards more that way.
ちゃんと礼を言っとくよ。
アイテムを拾います。
I think what tricks people into thinking that they didn't find him is more because sometimes his dialogue bugs out like it did this time, where he doesn't introduce himself.
敵にも様々な長所や弱点があります。よく観察し、有効な手段を探りましょう。危険な峠です。情報からの危険にも備えを。
I feel like that's quite rare though, because that's the first time it's actually bugged out on me.
この関所を越えていけば領土にたどり着けます。
Okay, this next set, after we take them down, will Sharis River.
今なら。どうやら炎が苦手なようです。
Well, Sharis River, we already took that initial ambush out or not. Okay, it didn't update and say defeat the nameless men, so I should have went with me gut, because I really did not think that I had already done what's typically the first encounter, which is here at the bridge. Unless we have time. Because I believe once you get to the final, to Zero, I believe once you get to him, it doesn't matter whether it's day or night, he attacks you outside Cassidy's. I wouldn't swear to that, but I've had it be pretty bright out when he attacked before. Cheeky blighter.
を外れると魔物が潜んでいますよ。
Also, if you're curious about the cost of stone, cost an eye below, comment. Should be.
橋は下方にも注意を。何か見つかるかもしれません。下流のようです。何か流れ着いているかも。ゴブリンがいます。気をつけて。
Of course, we got the Garbar ambush. I should probably pop a curative too.
力を合わせた結果です。気をつけてください。この辺りに暗殺者が潜んでいます。橋ですね。いい目印になりそうです。つけられます。モースト。確認しましょう。
もらい受ける。
Okay, there we are. More gold to collect. Okay, Cassius. As you can see, though, it's starting to get light out. And there he is. There he goes. Really? Did you? That had to be for... That had to be the kill count for... Let's see... Yeah, hostile bandits. So they counted as bandits. So it's awkward. The soldiers, bandits, wizard, and an enemy person. They're not the best descriptions. Because they don't tell you exactly what it is that you're looking for the most part. Specifically, it's the enemy person that's the tricky one. As far as I can tell, it means the post-game guardsman, which is weird because there's already a section for enemy soldiers. But who bloody knows? Corrupted pawns are also a thing. Naturally. But anyway, now that that's over with, we can turn in these. Snarpies, deer. I keep forgetting to kill some deer. Still need 3 more phantoms here. But that I'll just have to switch class for, because that's not happening as a fighter. It just isn't. Alright, let's go back to Grand Sword. Jump off our exits, loot, and then go to the Abbey. I think the unsigned letter is clearly worthless. Almost.
さあ好きなまた
Interesting thing about Keener's quest here at the Abbey.
人々はいろんな表現
The second quest, where you grab a pilgrim's charm for her in the catacombs, and she goes with you, or rather you meet her there. That part of the quest won't happen if you have a pilgrim's charm on you. It will just skip all that and you'll just give it to her and then off she goes.
領土の近くは少し安心します
However, I believe that will mark you out of getting 3-star pawn knowledge for the quest. So it's important to not have a pilgrim's charm on you when you go to do that particular quest.
たとえ領土に近くとも油断せず昼夜の別なともに警戒を牛を仕留めれば食用肉になります研究時には貴重な信号です
I'm not convinced the griffin's not going to pop up, so I'm going to go and drop some bodies for the lad. For bait.
視界を遮る岩場はこちらも身を潜めるのに利用できますね
Typically he would have popped up by now, but
依頼内容は各社さんの行動によって解決法が変化することもあるようですハッピーです
I was about to say.
ハッピーがいますハッピーに声をかけます
Coming an awful long way from your little dried pond over there. The little bird bath. To the Abbey.
道を外れると魔物が潜んでいますね人の住んでいた痕跡もあるようですね道が分かれていますねこの街道近辺は魔物のせいで人通りがほぼありません
So we exit stage left up here. Yes, another chimera. Also there's some bandits over here as well. I feel like I never showed them, so might as well this time. G'day. Cheeky. So there are those two, but there are more over here. Including some quite cheeky archers. Funny, I thought there was... Yeah, there are more over here. Are there more? Sometimes one gets away. What do I reckon we got in? They're all the same group of bandits, but they're strangely widespread. Like you could very easily take out those two groups, which are also slightly separated, and then these two lads are over here by the lonesome. Doesn't make any sense. Alright, dear. Green coloured rock. Remarkably so. Must be mossy. Oi, oi. Get back here, lad. That burst strike, it'd be your fluffy white tail. That's what you get. See, humans are persistence hunters. Back in the day, you go hunting an animal, it runs away, it's much faster. Well, okay, got away, I'm safe. So it starts to relax. All of a sudden, here comes that lad, just chugging along. There he is again. Oh, gotta run away again. Like, okay, I'm a lot faster. I'm safe now. Just as you start to catch your breath, uh-oh, here they come again. Oh no. So eventually, they're just worn out. Just can't. They're just completely knackered and can't do it anymore. Just built different, I reckon. Okay, it's up to initiate this quest. She gives you the flower. And then you can just give it to some random person, complete that, and now you have to refresh the instance to get the next quest started. So entering and exiting the Rift Crystal here will do the trick. Going here. Pay attention to Kino here in the background. She disappears because she went off to get the good luck charm. Let's see, is there anything else? I reckon we'll just run. I would like to see if I can't get the map to show the Nameless Falls properly. There we are. Glad I didn't miscount that. I was pretty certain that there was just one more. So instead of going that way, we're just going to go along up here. Ask for juice. Campsite over here. So here's another rather large tree, but they don't make the comment about this one. Or that one. There we are. It's right here. The monsters may nest in empty tents. Okay, here's the embankment that is the little path that leads down to said embankment. But there's some more lizardmen.
リザードマンの俊敏な動きに
Hello.
水源が近くにあるんです。探索なら水辺の
You don't say.
行きますか。私に任せてください。渾身の一発を叩き込みます。力を合わせた結果です。ずぶ濡れです。
Trying to think which side we can approach closest to it. I think it's this one because it's more steeper over there. There we are, Nameless Falls. Bloody finally. That's bugging me so badly. It's about as close as you can get. Here's a veer off just a little bit and you'll start to get got. Navigate Packforge.
水辺には警戒を。水の魔物が現れますよ。
The interesting thing about Dragon's Dogma 2, they very well appeared to be a lizardman that got thrown into the brine and gobbled up. Which is the contrast to this game where they seem to be immune to the brine. Of course, again, I just say it seems to be that happened. Could have just appeared to be the case. See, a lot of the comments they make along this stretch of the river, they make down there as well, including that one. It's quite interesting. What on earth? A wolf here? Huh? Were you lost? Seriously, the wolves are all the way over there. How bizarre. That poor lad was lost. Something fierce. We actually don't want to enter this part of the catacombs. It's the other entrance. Keep biting me tongue. I don't appreciate it. I don't see anything on the rocks over there, so I don't think the ambush is procced. There's one of the lines. Joke's on you, you're not even going along the road. It does indeed.
驚いた。ごめん、ずっとあなただからできるでさい。
It's pretty embarrassing if you haven't broken the board to open that part of the gate. By the way, just a heads up.
私に任せてください。
And a spectre stronger than phantasms.
我々ポーンには最悪な敵です。
She's giving us Harley, which is what our other mage should be doing, but alas. There she is. Easy enough.
あれは宝でしょうか。
I wonder. I was actually curious if she would pick it up despite it being involved in this quest. But considering it's just a regular item on top of being a quest item in this case, I suppose it makes sense that she would. Because normally pawns won't just pick up on their own quest items. If they're quest only items at least. And now we have to make our way back to the Abbey to turn in the quest. Ooh, cloth.
この入り口は地下へ続いているようです。
We're defeating we're close to 90. We are getting up there. It's about time for me to readjust our stats to do the proper leveling. Try to do that after in stream if I remember.
広い場所は敵との相対時の距離感をつかむのが難しそうです。我々の勝利です。力を合わせた結果です。
Because unfortunately, fighter leveling is not spectacular. It is very heavily focused on physical defense and nothing else. A little bit of HP, but mostly physical defense.
岩場の影にはご注意を。何者かがいるかもしれません。
And stamina is definitely a no-go. Also, don't forget cozy carving here on top of this boulder. You need 3 of them for notice board quest in the post game. And I believe they can be used for upgrading certain equipment, but I can't think right offhand which pieces it is that takes it.
修道院と危険はないのでしょうか。材料ありがとうキナ。キナ。
And there she goes. Snapples. Oh, I never did turn that in. Bugger all. I could have sworn I did. Wait, I did turn in something. What was it? Whatever. Next time we'll do the Griffin's Bane, and as I struggle valiantly to try to allow the bugger to escape the Blue Moon Tower without these super bombs destroying the poor thing. Well, I'll be someone wearing the Griffith cloak.
開けた場所ですね。職人たちが
ご機嫌いかがか。今今度そんなよこり。お、いらじゃあ。
好きなのをさあ
Don't need these. What have you picked up that's so heavy? Ah, that would do it. The giant fish. Mercy, 29! You really have to keep up on your pawns when you get near the water. They will collect all of the fish. And since pawns aren't playing in hard mode like you are,
さあ好きなまた
well, you presumably are. Chicken. Then they don't burn through the stamina nearly as badly unless, say, you're a great gamble ranger, which she actually isn't at the moment. That is a very strong type of ranger, by the way. Just really pumping their stamina up, and then giving them, like, say, grits or mushroom pottages and the like, stamina curatives, and just watch as they just one-shot Bitter Black Isle bosses with a great gamble. They're not going to have perfect accuracy with it, but their accuracy with it actually improves over time. Because, reminder, pawns actually improve over time. Which is also why it's important to put them in the class you want them in and leave them as it for a while, because the longer they stay in it, the better they'll get in it. But alright, I reckon that'll just about do it for this stream. So next time we'll do Griffin's Bane and try valiantly to keep him alive.
旅の準備は整いましたか？
So, guess until then, hope you enjoyed. See you next time.